Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Grime. Last time we left off, we beat a new boss and got a, I think I referred to it as a paint piece, because, if I get two of them, I get another paint thingy. So we got that last time. I had my meds and I had my coffee, or I had a coffee, even though I'm not supposed to, but it sounded very good. So if I sound especially ADHD today, that would be why. Because I'm not supposed to be having it, to be fair. How in the world? All right, just throw something else at me, please. Thanks. Where's this going? Because there's some shenanigans happening down here. And I'm like, ow. I forgot that was actually a hit. I need to block that. Uh-huh. Ow. Okay, you got me. That was very cute. There you go. Go ahead and just die. Okay, so I can get in here. Nice. And this is where the other thingy is. What are you doing? That's what you're doing. Alright. Faceless Scrapper assimilated? Ooh, you're big. Okay. Yeah, that kind of enemy. Oh, really glad I did that extra dodge. Uh-huh. Ow. That hit me. Alright. You're very cute. I'll give you that. Ooh. Okay, maybe that was ballsy. Okay, get out of there. Ugh. Mm-hmm. That's the clap, yeah. Alright, let's smack you around just a little bit more. There we go. Oh, thanks for my hunt pigment. Appreciate you. Yeah, just having the ranged weapon just as an option at all times will make my life way easy. Cause yeah, there's times where you wanna back up a little bit. And just toss a few things at something. Alright, so we have area warp now. That's all well and good. Let's see if we can find another checkpoint around here. This looks like it's leading to an entirely different zone, though. Yeah. And that needs to be unlocked from the other side. So let me put a pin right here, just to... I guess I don't have one to say, like, hey, this is a wall. This is like a one-way door, because that's a pin that I feel like you always need in Metroidvanias, because it happens so much. It's like, yeah, wow, here's a path I never went down, I wonder why I stopped here, and then you get there and it's always a door. It's always a door that you can't open from that side. Spear. People know how I feel about spears, and it scales with dex! Special attack, spin the spear in place equal to the amount of weapon charges obtained. Faceless did not use weapons to win a fight, but to prolong it. Oh my god. I love spears. And this one actually does have a dex requirement. As opposed to some of these other things I've been seeing. Alright, we might do it. We might go dex this time. I love spears. People know I love spears. Spears, flails, you know. You know how it is. So we'll see. We'll see. Ow. But since I can just change things pretty easily, I see no reason not to. Whoops. Give me that. There you go. Good stuff. Bang, 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 bang. Get staggered. Ooh, you got pulled back in. That's rough. That nerd was just getting, like, fighting game comboed. Ow. I had spent a lot of time in the lab learning those combos, and you were just eating it all. What's going on here? Ooh, there is something there. Gotta keep an eye out for these things. Yes, Brute Garb's hands. So, oh wait, those are different. Ooh. Mara's first art reveals to us a truth. A face should not be defined, limited. Let it be as rough and untamed as her mountains. So what do these do? These give me that. Yeah, I want pliability instead. Thank you. Okay. Big parry. Hello. Would you like to be introduced to my new and improved parry? Oh, okay. It's unfortunate that I can't see you, but there we go. Nice, nice, nice. Nothing there. Okay. But yeah, as soon as I get the ability to level up and use that spear, I think I'm going to. There you go. Probably want to get back up there a little bit, right? Because I did fall down here, but there's not a good way to get back up. I was about to say, are you just going to be staggered forever? Nope. I do usually like when games do the thing that Souls does, although Souls can be a bit weird with it sometimes as well, where the whole point of using big weapons is you do actually stagger enemies, but if you're using, like, knives, they don't stop, like, your hits don't stop them from walking forward or cut or, like, knock them out of a combo. I like when that's the case. Like, the bigger your weapon, the bigger enemies and the more likely you are to just stagger them. Brute Garb's chest, yes. Ooh, it even comes with a sick hood? Oh, it does give me strength, though. I mean, I guess dex and pliability working together is weird. Unless you're using, like, a parrying dagger or, like, a rapier. Those are pretty based around parrying. But ideally, I would want something... I hope I get some dex pliability equipment. But for now, I'll take strength increase, I guess. Okay, we do want to continue back this way. I'm trying to make sure I'm not missing any secret walls or anything. Because you never know when there will be some pretty good equipment hidden behind it. Boom. Give me that for sure. Okay, I'm just gonna have to wait for this to come back so I can do this. Yeah, you're really juking me, friend. The AI on that particular enemy seems to not take into consideration the fact that you're on a very small platform, friend, with a wall behind you. There's nowhere for you to backdash to. It reminds me of, like... This is gonna be quite the pull. It reminds me of when, Oh, that's different. Okay, well, we're gonna put Spiky Spike there. It reminds me of when, cats, like, get something stuck on their head, or there's something they don't want, or don't want to interact with, and they just back up. Just, like, back up, back up, back up. That's just the solution to everything for them. They're like, why is backing up not working? Backing up always works. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, we're home. We've explored a pretty good amount of this area. There's still this, which I did not do, which I could just teleport and go do. That might have the last bit of my brute armor. Okay, so yeah, definitely want to put points into dex. Unfortunately, I only have the 1 point. I could reform and take some points out of places, but right now, it doesn't feel super needed. Like, I could optimize. Like, I don't need that point in health. Health seems... Usually, I say in these games that health is, like, the most busted thing. I think I said this same exact thing in Grime 1. Because just staying alive longer is so powerful. But 4 health for an entire point is rough. It's pretty rough. That's not a lot of HP. Health is still, like, if you're struggling in a game like this, health is still the best thing you can put points into, because staying alive longer just gives you time to learn, but... yeah. Extra force gain on successful parry. Casting molds while below force bonus threshold deals 15% extra damage. Oh, interesting. Parry is now much harder to land, but deals 30% more damage. That is tempting. That is extremely tempting. How much is much harder, though, is the question. That's what I find myself asking, because I could make the game very interesting by putting my money where my mouth is, because I'd say the parry is too strong, by just lowering the window. Faceless Charger costs 2. One of many stone blocks used to reinforce the wall, separating Dregborg from Paint Reef. Effectiveness 204%, scales with pliability. Ooh. Why does it not tell... Isn't that weird? It doesn't even say what this one does. Isn't that extremely odd? Like, it just says, like... This is basically like the enemy description for a Faceless Charger, not what the power does. Like, the other ones don't use a quote. They just list what the power actually does, but this one weirdly is giving a description of the creature itself? Unless that's supposed to symbolize what you actually get from using this. That seems very weird to me. I'll be real. Maybe that's like a bug, or just like a misplaced, like, you know, description. But that tells me nothing about what it actually does. It does scale with pliability, though, and is my first one besides this one that does that. Transform and perform a quick swipe before exiting the mold and having it continue to attack in place. So currently Hardened Half Made is the other one I have. And then I have my ball. Honestly, the ball just... I don't like it that much, I'll be honest. I'm not crazy about it. So I'll put on that thing. But I feel like the reason you have the items is because having too many of these molds isn't super useful, since they all cost the same resource. So it basically just gives you more options, but doesn't really help you that much. God, I look like I have anchor arms from SpongeBob now. He's a jerk and everybody loves him. Boom. Get me over here, please. Thank you. Alright, so up here, Lego. Ooh, missed that before, I think. Oh, never mind. Wait, do I have a marker saying that I should? Because, yeah, you can pull that down, but... Oh, wait, I think an item fell from there. No. I think I remember. I got rid of that, and then an item just came through. Bang, bang. Also, for anyone curious, I haven't put the spear on because you need 2 decks. I only have 1. I thought there might be someone that was like, oh, you forgot to put the spear on, but yeah, I can't yet, unfortunately. I can't yet. Yeah, I think, like, it's funny because if I get the thing that makes the parrying even harder, it will be less safe of a maneuver, which, you know, is more dangerous, but it'll make it do even more damage. And it already does crazy damage. I mean, I can always change it in the future, like if I'm like, oh, it's too good, or it's, you know, it could be too hard, like, makes the parry too inconsistent, so I can't reasonably use it a lot of the time. But it's almost like I'm considering putting it on just to limit myself, because I feel like there needs to be more of a detriment to the parry system. Because currently it just feels way, way too busted. As I'm about to die. And I feel like part of it too is, you know, there's some things to be said about how the various elements here are balancing together, because partly one of the reasons they may have you still able to dodge even if you don't have all of your force and, you know, like various systems like that is because your heal isn't instant and it's over time. So not only do you have to wait for it to actually pop, you have to wait for it to actually heal you, so it's different than a lot of other games because, like, when you drink Estus, that's just, okay, you get HP. Instantly. All your HP goes up. The amount of times I've lived in a Souls fight because I drank and the enemy still hit me, but the heal went off before they hit me, so I lived, that wouldn't work in this game. So, it's a balancing act they're trying to do with the systems here. And some of it feels a little bit, better than the other ones. But I'm just giving critiques here. And obviously my experience is also not, you know, the same as everybody else's experience, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I just play a lot of these games. So, you know, there's a lot of things to say about it. I'm probably never going to be one of those people that gets too full of themselves when talking about, like, game design and stuff, just because I don't usually feel like I have much of worth to add. That is an interesting attack. It's this one, right? Yeah, it's a neat attack, actually. There you go. Good, good. Alright, you're dead. How do I... Oh, wait, that's all tied to this, because, yeah, I needed to be able to get up there. I remember this now. I can try this one more time. I still think just a cheeky little dash might work. Like a run and dash. Yeah, that works. I just didn't do it well the first time. Alright. Well, now we've done it. Alright, don't fall, though. Because that wasn't... I did fail 2 times previously, so it's not like it's an easy maneuver to do. Alright, we made it. Homing droplet. Nice. Another one of those. Okay, so now we've cleared out this area, and I think I just want to continue over here. Ow. That was almost death. I think I just want to continue over here. But yeah, I appreciate what they're doing in this, because Grime does feel very different than a lot of the other games, and I like that about it. And I am very, very happy with, like, you know, parrying being kind of busted, if it at least gives the game a different kind of flow. And shows that they're experimenting with different kinds of things. Because I would rather that than the game just feel like every other one I've played, and that's kind of it. I want different, and this is very different than a lot of other Metroidvanias I've played. And iteration is the name of the game with game development, so iterating on these concepts and stuff, which they've done with, like, the mold system, which I quite like. Seeing that in places, and, you know, getting, like, some updates and some small changes to it is quite nice. But I'm just yapping at this point. Okay. There's still the last piece of my equipment here, and it might be over there. I would love the full set. I haven't been leaving that many markers, admittedly. I should put something right there, just to remind me that there is a thing over there. Hello. There's also a thing right here. Should I list that as a sparkly? I'm gonna list that as a sparkly, because it is straight up sparkling. So... feels like the best call. Is this a boss fight arena? Yes, it is. So you were the one making all the noise. Running around, picking fights. Having fun, are you? Without me? Finally, a strong smith. Not just another one of those brittle half-things. I am Bishop Darsh. Who are you, strong one? egg. Would it? What? Is this a name or a thing? Something called me that. Sad. To let someone else decide your name. Weak. You're just physical instrument from Disco Elysium or strength from Esoteric Ab. Thank Mara, you have good thick legs and hands where legs and hands should be. And a head without a face. You must be a fan of ours. Look around you, Strong One, and tell me, what do you think of these great mountains? They're currently kind of ugly. How sad. You have the strong body of a Faceless, but the terrible taste of a brittle half-thing. If you can't see greatness, I will give you the gift of forcing it upon you. With a pummeling. Okay. Sick, like, greatsword. Oh, okay, that was a projectile. Wasn't quite ready for that. Ooh. Alright, cheeky, cheeky. I can just chuck these at you, nerd. Ooh! You can just chuck that at me. Oh, my dash did not go off quickly enough. Ow, that still got me. Okay. Well, we definitely have to play safe now. Ooh. Yeah, that stinger is scary. There we go. That's what I need. More of those, please. There we go. Give me that. Ooh, you did like a little, like, kind of ground slam there. Okay, so which one is my parry? I think it's the one on the left. I think it's my left one. Oh, God, I wasn't ready for that. Oh, I parried too soon there. Okay, you got me, you got me. You got me. I deserve that. I was screwing up real bad there, but that doesn't seem like a bad fight. I think I can do that. Let's just make sure... I'm pretty sure it's the one on the left. That's my big parry. We just need to make sure of that. Ooh, you're very delayed on that. Oh, that was the projectile? Oh my god. I wasn't ready for that either. Oh. Okay, I need to back up. I need my force back. Whoop. Give me that. Oh, God, I tried to get out of there. I did not get out of there. Ooh. Well done. The twig is finally broken. Now you may witness the second gift of Mara. Okay, what does that mean? The greatest weapon, the greatest work of art. What is that? The body! Sick, yeah. Alright, hit me with it. Okay. There you go. How was that? Okay. I like Big Punch Bishop. I'm down with that. For sure. Whoop. Uh-huh. Now what? Whoop. Oh. Oh, that was some tracking going on there. Oops, screwed that up. Oh, cute. You gave me a ball. Nice. Yep, I knew you were coming around, friend. Don't worry. Huh? Eat one of these. Eh. Ow, that still clipped me. Ooh, okay. You good? Whoop. Okay. Almost got ballsy there. You know what? Ow. I don't want to get too ballsy here. I'll finish you off with a dagger. That's fine. No point in dying for stupid reasons if they give me the option to use this. So. Right, especially when I'm right at the end. I was getting a little ballsy and then over my head there at the end. Grasp counter. Grasp indicators may now appear on enemies during their attacks. Grasp them during these openings to trigger a parry. Ooh, okay. So yeah, we can get another parry by doing this. This was in the first game as well. Cool fight. Cool fight. They give you so many options in these games, my god. But yeah, there we go. Another boss fight down. Let's hit this up. I can get my dex now. Nice. Okay. Don't want to change the molds around at all. I do want to look at the description of some of these things. I keep accidentally swiping away the marks on these, I think. Mountains are claimed by the Faceless, for there's only ones who see it as artistic marvel, a view not shared even by its creator. Faceless Brute, Faceless Charger. Defeated foes, yeah. So, yeah, sometimes it's easy to accidentally mark them as red when you don't want to, because it seems like if you just hover over prey in general, it gets rid of the mark, instead of on individual creatures. There's only one way for one to become the Bishop of the Faceless. They must be filled with more joy than any other Faceless, while sermonizing with their fists. Darsh carried many sermons, all very fun, all ending with pots, herds scattered about. Okay. Yeah. We did it, we did it. Spear. Speed, average, special attack. Spin the spear in place equal to the amount of weapon charges obtained. Yeah, it scales with dex and pliability, which is like basically the best weapon for me, if we're going to be real. Okay. It is very slow. What's the air attack look like? It's just a poke every time. I mean, what else are you gonna do with a spear? This is less a spear and more like a twin blade, actually. It is very slow. That is the only thing that I'm like kind of iffy about on it. Like it is ludicrously slow. I'm surprised the axe is faster, but I guess it's supposed to be like a hand axe, not like a big two-hand axe. Okay, cool fight, fun episode. I got dumb big arms now, so hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for some more.